So while many people understand and know about the pre-tribulation rapture and its timing, let's look at the new post-trib pre-wrath position that's been around since about the 1980s, early 90s. So this is a new position, and these guys are claiming that the rapture happens in Revelation chapter 7. So let's look at these people who get raptured. And so what we can clearly see here in the King James, this is the 1611, it says, "And they cried with a loud voice," in verse 10 here, saying, "How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest for a little season." Now listen to this, "until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled." So clearly in Revelation chapter 6 verses 10 and 11, it is saying that these people are all going to die, just as these other people have died. Okay, so then when we flip forward to what they say is the rapture, so let's go down here in Revelation chapter 7. It says, when John was asked, these in white robes, who are they? He said, "Sir, thou knowest." And he said to me, "These are they which came out of great tribulation. They've washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb." Now notice they came out of great tribulation. And so none of them died of natural causes. None of them died of a car accident or fell off a cliff, or none of them died as infants. None of them died except for tribulation. And so what we see here is this is detrimental to the post-trib pre-wrath position, because they have a rapture that does not include living people. We know that the rapture says the dead in Christ will rise first, and we that are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. But this here is a type of rapture. It is a type of resurrection, but this happens in the 70th week of Daniel. This happens in what is labeled the tribulation period of 7 years. And so what we see here is there's no one living resurrected. And even when you examine these dead people, they've all died from tribulation. Has every Christian died from persecution? No. That's ridiculous. Many people have died of old age. Many infants have died. Many people have died of smallpox and all sorts of diseases and things over the years. And so it just says all of these have come out of great tribulation. And so this is a nail in the coffin for the post-trib, pre-wrath guys like Stephen Anderson, like Alan Kirshner, like Donnie Badinsky, like Praise I Am. Many of these guys who are saying that this is a legitimate position. It's a brand new position that's only been around since the late 80s, early 90s. And so the more that I study this, the more that I see that there are so many holes in what they're teaching that it just doesn't make any sense, because there is no one living raptured here. If they can point out to me where these living people are, I will re-examine this. But that, as far as I can see, they've all died, and God said this would happen in Revelation 6.